In this video, you'll learn the 10 habits that will change your life. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Angie. I make videos regarding self-improvement, finance, and entrepreneurship. If you don't want to miss out on some insightful information, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification while you're at it. And well, let's get to it. So these 10 habits are things that I've slowly incorporated into my life, and let me tell you, since I've started, it's made a huge difference mentally, physically, emotionally, and I'm here to share them with you all because I know that if you just try implementing them into your life, into your daily routine, then you're bound to see some positive change. Without further ado, and number 1 is the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto Principle. It was observed in the late 1800s by Wilfredo Pareto, and it basically states that 80% of your results come from 20% of the causes. This is seen in all aspects of our life. Business, work, relationships, everywhere. But a lot of people don't really acknowledge it. I want to give you all a few examples just so that you can really understand it. So a lot of us only use 20% of our clothes, shoes, 80% of the time. 20% of customers make up 80% of the complaints. On exams, 20% of the material take up about 80% of the test. In relationships, 80% of the frustrations are caused by 20% of the problems. Sometimes you'll notice that the ratios are a little off, but overall it's the same concept. I believe that once you understand and take it into account, you'll accomplish so much more in life. You'll use your time more efficiently. I know for me at first, I struggled a lot with time management. I felt like I never had enough time. I would be busy the whole day and never felt satisfied with what I accomplished. I would look at successful people who I looked up to, and it seemed like they somehow had more hours to their day. But what I ended up learning is that what differentiates successful people from not so successful is that they know how to use their time to maximize their day. So my question to you is, where are you spending 80% of your time that leads to 20% of the results? I want you to analyze your life. Cut out everything that doesn't work, everything that isn't part of that 20%. Then put in your full energy. Be consistent. It won't happen overnight, but I do promise you that it will enable you to be way more productive. Number 2 is reading every day. Just how you work out your body, you gotta work out your mind too. Put it on a treadmill. Reading daily will enhance your life in so many ways. It will improve your memory, expand your vocabulary. The knowledge that you will gain is crazy. But don't just read to read. You need to study it and apply it to your life. Bill Gates reads 50 books per year. He's the second richest person in the world. To me, that goes to show that success and reading go hand in hand. Get yourself a handful of books and focus on them. Read them at your own pace. Maybe read a page a day. And then when you're finished, read it again. The 3rd habit is practicing gratitude. I have this journal where every night I write what I'm grateful for. I'm not gonna lie, at first I thought it was pretty pointless and dumb, but as it became a habit, I noticed my mentality drastically shift. It transformed my life in such an amazing way. I've noticed that a lot of people focus on the negative in life. And That's because it's so much easier to focus on everything that's wrong with life. You know, why today was such a bad day, why things are not going your way. It's easier to focus on what's missing and what isn't good enough. That's why we have to consciously seek the good in life every single day. I am a firm believer that you attract everything you have in your life. If you focus on the good, then more good will be present. You'll have more fulfillment in everything that you do, and your life will feel so much more rich. We just need a small little shift in perspective and you'll feel so much better about yourself. You'll be happier and your life will be so much more blissful and miraculous. Tony Robbins once said, "Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure." And I couldn't agree anymore. There is this stigma that the more you have, the happier you'll be. If I achieve this, I'll be happier. If I make more money, then I'll be happier. If I land my dream job, I'll be happier. If I move out, I'll be happier. But that is so wrong. Because if you never appreciate every little thing that you have right now, then no amount of success will ever make you feel full. You will constantly have this hunger, this craving that will never get satisfied. I want you guys to write down at least one thing that you're grateful for every night. Take it in and actually feel it. The best time to start a gratitude journal is now. Number 4 is making effective goals and actually following through with them. This is a great way to give your life some clarity and direction, because in order to reach your destination, you need a map. After you set your goals, plan out how you expect to achieve them. And do it. Action is the bridge between dream and reality. Everyone dreams. It's so easy to dream about your future, desires, aspirations. It's so easy to dream about that because it doesn't require physical work. You build up this desirable fantasy in your head and just feed off of it. A lot of people kind of just let life happen to them. Their whole goal is just to make enough money to have a sustainable living, then pass. But it needs to be so much more than that. You need to make your own purpose and show life all the amazing things that you have to offer. I encourage you to sit down and think about what you want your future to look like. What type of life do you want to have? Where do you see yourself 3 years, 10 years, 20 years from now? Write it down, then write an action plan. How are you going to do that? This will motivate you to keep pushing forward. If you don't control your life, then I can assure you that someone else will. Habit number 5 is waking up early. There is something so beautiful about seeing the sun rise, seeing that light glisten through your window. I know a lot of people dread waking up early in the morning and they love hitting that snooze button. But that's the wrong button that you should be hitting. The button that you should be hitting is that like button. Right now, go ahead and smash it. The studies have shown that you are way more productive early in the morning because you're full of energy. It gives you a head start, I feel. I used to think that it really didn't matter. You can just use the hours at night to be productive. You know, if I wake up late, then I'll just go to sleep later. But that didn't happen. If you wake up late, you're just in a rush trying to get things done, trying to get to wherever you're supposed to be. And then if you try doing things at night, then oftentimes you just feel tired and you don't get much done. Try waking up 30 minutes early. Use that time wisely. Try it every day for a week and see if it makes a difference. Number 6 is meditation. Meditating is such a great way to clear your mind. I don't know about you guys, but all day I have so many thoughts bouncing around in my head. I remember the very first time I got exposed to the idea of meditation. We had just bought an above ground pool. I was learning how to flow, I was focusing on my breathing so immensely, and the next thing I knew, I was floating for like 30 minutes. For once, my mind became so relaxed. Everything that was bugging me, every thought that I had, every feeling that I felt finally became quiet. Finally became okay. And that was one of the best feelings I had felt. I was like, wait, what just happened? I started searching it up all over the internet and then came across meditation. And that's the one thing that I look forward to every single morning. Life is hard. But once you try controlling, changing your thoughts, your mind, your heart for the good, for the better, then everything in life seems to get just a little bit easier. Your choices determine your future. So we need to be proactive and not complain about the things that we cannot control. By meditating, you'll reduce any feelings of fear, sadness, anxiety, stress, anger, depression. Give yourself 5 minutes to be mindful. 5 minutes to listen to your inner voice. Number 7 is making a to-do list. Doesn't have to be this long list with like 20 things on it. In fact, the shorter the better. Just think about the important things. Think about 3 things you want to do that day. 3 things that will make you feel accomplished, and prioritize that. The key about this is finishing what's on that to-do list. Remember the goals that we talked about for number 4? I think it was number 4. Pretty sure it was number 4. Well, this is going to help you achieve those. Number 8 is making health and exercise a priority. If you can't work out at home or hit the gym, then go for a run. Go for a walk. This is an amazing way to make you feel so good and positive. Taking care of yourself will help you in the long run. And on top of that, you're gonna look so good and your self-esteem is about to go. Number 9 is flipping your mindset. Flipping that switch to positive thinking. It is a factor that will determine where you end up in life. If you have positive thoughts, then you'll have positive results. If you wake up having negative thoughts, then guess what? You're gonna continue having negative thoughts. So how do you expect yourself to feel happy, to be successful? A great way to practice positive thinking is saying words of affirmation. I think words of affirmation are very important because you are what you believe. I challenge you to write down a few affirmation statements and say them out loud every single day. Any negative thought that you're having, no matter how small, how big, say it. Even if you don't believe it at the moment. You can do it while driving, laying down, looking at yourself in the mirror. And be patient with yourself. The last habit that I have for you guys is surrounding yourself with like-minded achievers. Again, think about what do you want your life to look like? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to do? Based off of your response, surround yourself with people who share similar goals and dreams. They need to reflect who you want to be. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard the phrase, you are who you hang out with. You are who you surround yourself with. Well, it's true. Also, if you have family, friends, people in your life that constantly criticize you, put you down, then cut them off. You don't need nor want those type of people in your life. Well, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the 10 habits. I feel like I repeated myself a few times, but that's okay. It would just get more ingrained in your brain. Don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe. And you must tell yourself, no matter how hard it is, no matter how hard it gets, I will make it.